Good afternoon. I'm Khayla Day, manager of the Crime Scene Examiner News, and I'm here with Shyneil, and this is your weekly Crime Scene News Review. In this week's CSE News, our lead story is JPD charged suspect in October 26 shooting. Investigators with the Jackson Police Department have charged a suspect in connection with the shooting that occurred in the early morning hours of October 26, 2025, at approximately 2:12 a.m. The incident took place at the Jackson Bowling and Family Fun Center, located at 59 Bowling Drive. The suspect, Derico Deontay McKinney, age 36, has been charged with the following offenses: 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder, unlawful possession of a firearm, 2 counts of employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony.
Also on page 1 this week, school news. Liberty Technology High School Student Council recently took a tour of Jackson City Hall to learn more about how city government works. Students then met with Mayor Scott Conger and had the opportunity to ask questions and learn more about the role of mayor.
Please be sure to pick up your copy of The Crime Scene at a Dollar General store in Humboldt, Alamo, Bells, Bolivar, Milan, Trenton, and Jackson. Every week in The Crime Scene, we highlight area birthdays, anniversaries, and our Proud Parent Alert on page 2.
On page 3 of this week's Crime Scene, we have news from Washington Douglas Head Start. Lieutenant Mike Johnson honored and funeral service for Mr. Sam Dokes Jr. Shout out to Baskerville Funeral Home for sponsoring the obituaries. We'll help lift their spirits with church news on page 4. Check out the ad from Cerro Gato Baptist Church and Progressive Community Baptist Church.
Every week, we feature news from the Jackson-Madison County school system, as well as news from other schools, colleges, and universities throughout West Tennessee. West Tennessee Outdoors with Ray Jones highlights area outdoor activities. This week, he's highlighting youth deer hunts. This past weekend was exciting for many people around West Tennessee because it was juvenile deer hunting season. The interesting thing about it is there were just as many girls as boys recently. It is great to see young girls getting out there enjoying the outdoors in large numbers. Youth hunts are before adult gun season, and they get the first chance during gun season to harvest that big buck. As we move along, I'd like to ask our listeners to please support those businesses that support the crime scene. We'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Mr. Robert Tick McKinley and A. Close Bunding Company of Trenton, Tennessee. If you find yourself in need of a bail bondsman quick, call Mr. Tick at 731-487-9900.
The Crime Scene Examiner newspaper is published every Thursday and distributed throughout rural West Tennessee. In Humboldt, pick up a copy of The Crime Scene at a Tobacco Central and Dollar General. In Jackson, you can pick up a copy at Walgreens, Dollar General, Food Giant South, Food Right on East Chester, and probably get a copy at your local church.
Brown Beat by Downtown Ricky Brown is on page 7 in The Crime Scene. He's highlighting the Crime Scene Reader of the Week, as well as the Man's Record Service Traffic Spotter of the Week. Our Reader of the Week is Ashley Link. Ashley is an owner of Country Fellow Small Engine Repairs located at 3866 U.S. Highway 45 in Jackson. They open at 8 a.m. daily and are your first stop for all your small engine repairs. Our traffic spotters of the week are Tracy Starks and Veronica Greer. Tracy has been working at Umphy's for over 20 years and serves customers as a cashier. Our friend Veronica has also been working at Umphy's for over 20 years and serves as a cashier. Tracy and Veronica invites everyone to keep coming by Umphy's for the best breakfast in town.
On page 8 in this week's Crime Scene, Mount Zion celebrates 115 years of service. So, for 115 years, coming from a tent to this edifice is only been by God's grace, says Ida Williams, medium coordinator. Mount Zion Baptist Church, Reverend Ricky Reeves, Reverend Steve Trailer, Reverend Marcus Perkins, and Reverend Lee Wilkins have each been deeply impacted by the ministry of Mount Zion downtown. Also on page 8, retired JMCS bus driver reflects on 28 years career. I was not only the bus driver, says Martin Manuels. I was a parent figure as well. I love my children, young and old. I also help them celebrate their birthdays by having the students on the bus sing the happy birthday song to give them encouragement to have a great day at school. Please be sure to pick up a copy of The Crime Scene at a Countryside Citadel in Humboldt, Dollar General in Alamo, and SJ Roadside in Bells.
On page 9, this week, columnist Wendy Isa Mercer talks about Bolivar Mayor and Jackson State Community College president win coveted Dancing with the Stars Marable Trophy. The 10th annual Dancing with the Stars event raised more than $234,000 to provide life-changing services for individuals with disabilities throughout Tennessee. October 23rd was a spectacular night to celebrate and support the Star Center as community champions and local leaders took to the stage at the Carl Perkins Civic Center in Jackson to showcase their dance skills, all while encouraging people to contribute to the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Star Center. On page 10, Myrtle Russell talks about the small change, top 10 daily countdown to wellness. Tip number 6, drink at least 6 8-ounce glasses of water each day. What's the first liquid you consume when you wake up in the morning? For me, it's always water. After an overnight fast, hydrating my body with water first thing in the morning triggers muscle contractions in my stomach and gives my digestive process a boost, helping to flush out toxins from the previous day. Usually, one 16-ounce bottle gets things circulating and trains my bowels to move on schedule.
Hey, spend a few dollars with the businesses that support the crime scene. Tell them I read it in the crime scene. Subscribe today, $30 electronic edition, 1 year, $75 mail subscription, 6 months, $50 home delivery, Jackson, 1 year. Email your subscription request to wtenews@gmail.com.
Did you know that the Crime Scene Examiner newspaper is one of the leading publishers of legal notices in the Hub City? You'll find notice to creditors, chancery court notices, notices of vehicles to be sold, foreclosures, and delinquent tax notices. One of the things the Crime Scene is most recognized for is the publication of weekly arrest reports for Milan, Humboldt, and Jackson.
I'd like to remind our listeners to please be sure to pick up a copy of The Crime Scene at a Dollar General store in Alamo, Bells, Bolivar, Milan, Trent, Humboldt, and Jackson.
From news from the Divine Nine fraternities and sororities to highlights of community events, Terry Gorwood is always on the scene with her weekly column, Picture This. Women Under Construction. The New St. Luke Missionary Baptist Church marks Women's Month with the theme Women Under Construction, and had the pleasure of hosting several esteemed professionals in the field of mental health who spoke to women about the importance of prioritizing mental health in today's world. New St. Luke Missionary Baptist Church. Panelists included Dr. Kevin Turner, Veronica Craig Morrow, Lakeisha Franklin, and Tawana Miller. Keep up with the crime scene by logging on to our Facebook page, Crime Scene Examiner News, for daily updates.
You can also log on to our website, csenewsnow.com. Log on to your favorite streaming venues and listen to our weekly podcast.
Until next week, I'm Khayla.
And I'm Shyneil.
And thanks for tuning in to the Crime Scene Weekly Review.